You know, somebody told me if you grow your beard, it helps keep your face warm. It's not working yet. I think I'm going to have to let it grow a lot more. But look at that. It's coming on beautiful, isn't it? Nice and ginger. Anyway, if you're subscribing to my channel, last week I did show you a onewind -17 duck down under blanket for my hammock. We've all done this. Comment below if you have. I lent it to a friend before he spends all the money in buying it. It is about over £200. He asked me could he have a look at it first and test it in, you know, cold. So I think he tested it the Thursday night just gone, and he wanted work today, so I didn't get it back. So I am hoping to go pick it up sometime over the weekend, and we'll still try it as it gets colder. So tonight we're going to be using the Snugpak hammock cocoon. Put your hammock up, put the cocoon over the hammock, and what that does is it shields you in, just like I was going to show you with the under blanket what we're on about. I think you can do it with that if you do it slack enough. So what I do need to do is I need to put the hammock up, then we'll put this up and I'll let you see exactly what it's like. We are considering a fire, but the thing is we've got naught to light the fire with, so that's going to be a bit of a challenge, isn't it? I was just looking around the tree and I noticed this part here is actually dead. I'd rather get that down before it causes any problems falling on me through the night. Right, so what I've done is I've set my hammock up at a decent height. I've got in it, I know it's going to be comfortable as I've set it up, so next thing I need to do is unclip it from here with a carabiner clip and then slide the hammock through the hammock cocoon. Now you do, or should I say you don't need it, but it's better for you if you do, use a ridge line all the way across, because what that'll do is it'll lift the hammock cocoon up when you're inside of it, so you're less claustrophobic. If you don't put that on, it's just going to drop on top of you. You know what I mean? So you're going to be in it, it's like this. It's no good, especially when it's going to be a long night and you are going to be in your hammock for quite a lot of hours overnight and a little bit into the morning. So have a ridge line set up like this. It's a lot better. Like I say, it pulls it off your face and you can have your phone or do whatever you like to, read a book, and you've got room to move around. So what I will do is I'll get the hammock cocoon set up and I'll let you see it. Yeah, do let me know in comments if you're someone like myself what lent a friend a piece of item, camping item, and they never give you it back, or they always come with story, oh it got damaged mate, I'm sorry. That's always a good one, isn't it? But I'm probably 100% sure I will get that under blanket back. Well, I better do, because it's brand new. He'll be buying me a new one, like it or not. But yeah, I've had it done before. I've lent a piece of equipment out. I think it was a OEX Evolution Fox 1 tent. I think I've lent that one out before. I never got that one back. Yeah, because I was happy I got it in that tent bundle, wasn't I? So, you see what I meant earlier? The hammock's hanging here, and then that is the ridge line. So that's what I mean, it'll give you that much room on the inside, because when the hammock drops when you get in it, so it does give you, like I said, a lot of room on the inside to be on your phone, read a book, or whatever else you do while you're out camping. I don't think there's much other stuff you can do really, is there? Watch your phone, read a book, I don't know. What else can you do? No rude things. But yeah, basically, as soon as I throw my sleeping bag in there, I'm set up. So easy. 300 XL exercise, that's what I like to call it. It's a nice big sleeping bag for in this hammock. I wouldn't use a mummy's sleeping bag inside of a hammock because it just tangles me up. At least if I get a bit too warm in this one, I can unzip it all the way and just sort of use like a quilt. But no doubt I'll kick it off through night, because I do know these cocoons are really warm. Now Snugpak don't give it a rating. They're doing a zip baffle there to keep the heat in so it don't go out of the zip area. Yeah, it's down to how you find it and what you'd feel comfortable taking it down in. But I love this sleeping bag. It's so big. so much room to move around in it. It's so big people. It's just so big. It's lovely. How many people are going to comment going, is it so big? Go on, see if you dare comment it. Someone comment, go on. See how many people we can get to comment that by saying it's so big. Even if you look at it and there's like, I don't know, a lot of people, comment it. Let's see how many people say it. It's so big. God help me if someone's walking past and I'm shouting that out. Setup is done. That's my sleeping setup for the night. So big. You can feel the temperature dropping now. You know, when you breathe in a deep breath, you feel it a little bit. I don't know how people cope in the -20s, -30s. You know, over here in UK, for us to get this Arctic blast now, that's pretty good for us, you know. And I'm being serious, it's normally January, February time when we start to get a lot of the cold weather. But to get it now, early December, it's not very often it does it like this. But to get that at -5, that's incredible. Honestly, I couldn't turn this opportunity down about not being out. Yeah, I don't have the under blanket I wanted. I've got something else I can use. I'll just come out and do what I need to do. So we all know what time it is. It's Christmas time. It gets expensive. So the food that I've got is stuff out of army ration packs, what I've shown on the channel before. So all these are ration pack foods, and this is exhibition food. Custard and apple dessert. So I'll have that later on for bed. So we do have a choice of, I think there's 4. I'm sure I brought 5 out. I don't know. Oh yeah, 5. Choice of 5 meals. These 2 are from the Lithuanian ration pack. So we have stewed beef with mash, stewed pork with buckwheat mash as well. And then this is out of the British Army ration pack. Spaghetti bolognese, basically pasta bolognese, but we call it spaghetti bolognese. And then I've got vegetable chicken, beef style, summit beef, summit style with rice. If you're new to my channel, I'm dyslexic. If I can't read a word, I won't sit here going and try to separate the words and spell it out for you. I won't do that. If I can get to focus, actually, I'll just do this. There we go, you can see it yourselves. I can't read it, I'm going to be honest. I'm not bothered about saying it. A lot of my subscribers know that already. And this one, custard and apple for bed. Ain't that going to be nice? Focus. And we got focus there. That's better. Yeah, so we've got a few meals and this before we tuck ourselves up and get lovely and warm, hopefully anyway. So we are going to be cooking away in this cook pot here. I know my partner's got me a nice new cook pot for Christmas. Well, I think my older lads actually got me that one. Looking forward to seeing which one it is. This one is a firemaple. It's alright, it's not too bad. Can you see why I brought out the smaller bags? Because you can just push all the food down. Like that. Curl your bag over. And then you can fit it within the pot very decently. It's not a bad cook pot, this one, it's alright. I don't like the plasticky lid looking things with a rubber thing on top. I don't know. You get a little pan holder in it. And there's your stove. Basically just click it in place like many stoves on the market. This is not special. As simple as that. You know what, I've just thought of something here. Remember earlier on in the video when I run about I'd like to have a fire, but I've got no way of lighting it. Boom. We could have a flame here, can't we? We can use this. All we have to do is find a bit of kindle, whatever you want to call it, to light the fire. And then we've got a flame right there. So if we want to do, we can sort some wood out and we can light a fire with that. How brilliant is that? I'm quite smart sometimes, aren't I? I'm going to make a drink anyway now I've got this set up. Let's get some water out. I'm happy now. Now I've sorted a way out of having a fire. That has really cheered me up a little bit. Yeah, I'm just in my private woodland. We've got vegan Dans over here. Just in private woodland. You know, we both didn't get out till after work. So by the time you finish work on a Friday, it's just not suitable travelling anywhere. Next year's all about the travelling. Yeah, it's just not. Yeah, see your water. It's just rolled off downhill. Yeah, it's just not suitable for us to finish work and then start coming out. So a private woodland like this, it's absolutely perfect. It's mainly about just being out in nature, enjoying yourself. Now don't get me wrong, this little bit of woodland, it's not in no urban area, it's in an urban area, let's say. I won't say it ain't then. But it's not miles away from people. You've over at Farmers Field, you've got a main road there. You've got quite a lot of houses, you know, about a mile off down that side. There's a building on the other side of the field over there. There's a school not far away either. You've got a farmer over there. But it's a beautiful little bit of private woodland where we can come and just chill out overnight and have a simple camp and not get disturbed. We're lucky to have this spot, 'cause I know a lot of people do wish they had a little bit of woodland like this. And I know they're on about cutting that. Is it Dartmoor? Is it Dartmoor, Dan?
Yeah.
On about trying to stop people camping up there. Yeah. So there'll be a lot more people looking for a little bit of woodland like this. Like I said, there's a main road, houses, farm field, building, there's a school. But in this area, a lot of trees, a lot of nature. And it's fresh air. That's the main things. That is absolutely what we need. I never claimed to be miles away from civilization. Never. Honestly. I don't see the point of me saying, oh, I'm deep in a woodland, I'm scared. Because there's no point of that. You know, I'm honest where I am, and we'll camp where we do, and we'll make the videos like we do. Like people say, I'm very honest, I'm down to earth. I don't ever pretend to be something I'm not. If you want to see things like that, you best just end this video now. Go to turn your TV on, watch Coronation Street, EastEnders. I don't know, is the bill still going? I don't watch TV much anymore. But yeah, there's all that stuff you can go watch. On my channel, it's just me being me. I say stuff wrong, I do stuff wrong. It's just the way I flow. It's the way I flow down the river. You know what I mean? I'm an absolute plonker. But I'm on 55,000 subscribers. That is, I wanted 50,000 for Christmas and another 5,000. We've got 2 weeks before Christmas still. I wonder how far we can get up. If you're not subscribed and you're liking this, hit that subscribe button, please. See how far we can get the channel before Christmas. Hit subscriber numbers. If you never watch again, just thanks for hitting that subscribe button. I look like that tooth missing then, didn't it? I am though. Right, I'm going to boil this water and make a brew. Right, so I thought it'd be a good idea not to waste the gas. And we'll make one of the meals already. Vegetable chicken one. I don't want to waste the gas really. Just be reboiling some more water later for it. There we go. Woo! Turn this off there. Steaming camera up. There we go. You can see me again. My dinner's definitely done. Vegetable. Oh, it's chickpeas. It's not chicken. No, I've gone and done. I've gone and Forgot my cup. I think everyone knows what I'm like by now. I've just seen, but Brazil are out of the World Cup. I'm like happy. Vegan Dan's like, yeah. I'm happy for you, Dan. I'm like over the moon about that. I'm sorry if you're watching from Brazil, but you know, it's a competition. We all want our own countries to win it, don't we? We've just got to get past France tomorrow. But I know some people might not be interested and think, shut up. But end it there. If we get past France, we'll play Portugal, can't see why we don't win them, and make it to the final with a bit of luck. Anyway, back to camping. Some people might not like the football talk. Just saying. You have to tell me off. Do you want to go watch some animal wildlife programme? Yeah. This is quite nice. A little bit of spice to it, but not too bad. I am thinking this will be the last camp now before Christmas, because we've only got another weekend to go, haven't we? Maybe, I don't know, I've got another weekend yet before Christmas. Got another weekend, haven't we? Oh, it's possible I could be out next weekend then. I'm going to do some cooking on that hot tray that I've got. I've been to butcher's and they had pork chops, but they douse them in like mint flavour. And if you ring them the day before, they'll do it then for you. So by the time you get to pick them up, they've been marinating in all the flavours overnight. So I'm thinking I might get some of them and do a cooking video maybe. And sometime after Christmas Day, probably day after Boxing Day, probably get out and do a hot tent camp in that new Bromance hot tent. I'll have to go back to Hainsworth Woods for that, because it's a massive tent, that. Well, there we go. It's all starting to freeze. So the temperature is definitely dropping now. So I've been collecting wood. There's not a lot around, to be truthful. Fallen wood. We've used this spot a few times over the last couple of months. So going around collecting firewood and stuff, we start to obviously use it all up. And we want to leave some to soak back in the ground, to use goodness for all that stuff. Oh, I forgot what you call it now. Stupid dyslexia. Anyway, whatever it's called, you know what I mean, don't you? So I've got some wood. Now, like I said earlier, I need to work out how I'm going to light it. I'm going to try use the stove, and I've had another small idea. So earlier on, I pushed this dead tree down, what were hanging over the hammock area. I want to peel some of this birch bark off, because this will really help light the fire really well. It's got like a natural oil in it, so when it starts warming up, it just burns basically really quick. And that's what I need. Got all that there. That's perfect for this fire. And I can cut some of this up as well to use to burn. Right, so what I've done is I've put some of the birch bark in the centre of the stack. And I'm just going around now finding the little pieces round it at the bottom, and then slowly adding other pieces around what I know are going to burn. We get this like this going, and we're going to need to use the stove next. Right, let's get the stove going. It's time to just... Right, so second attempt, let's have another go. It's probably not the best way to do it, but we want a fire and we want to be warm. It's the only way I can do it, really. I think that's going a bit better, isn't it? Well, it would be if I stopped knocking it over. Let's turn the gas off. Come on. Stop messing around with it, Daniel. There we go, it's in centre now. Right, so just what fire kicks in, I'm going to have another one of these meals. Pasta bolognese this time. So I'll allow that to boil. Move the gas canister away from the fire. Don't know what I was thinking then. There's no heat from it here, you don't feel anything, so it would have been alright, but it's not a wise idea to keep it close to the fire anyway. I just wanted to get it in shot and show you, but the fire is going off the natural material. I've had people commenting before saying, oh, you use a fire lighter, or you use this and you use that. So I'm just trying to show you all in one. Safe to say that's boiled. Man of the hour, vegan outdoors.
Alright people.
If you've not seen vegan food cooked outdoors, go check his channel out. The things he's just eating now, you wouldn't even think they were vegan.
Exactly, and that's the point of my channel.
Honestly, if you would have given me one without even me seeing cooking them, I wouldn't have thought they were vegan. Honestly. Check it out, his channel, you'll see what it means. If you're interested, he's in the OEX Bobcat. Now most of you lot are probably subscribed to my channel and you'll know I use OEX stuff a lot. So yeah, he's in the OEX Bobcat. Nice small tent to heat up at winter like this. Decent porchway. Yeah, we've got a nice setup there. So there we go, the fire is going well. Another nice warm meal. Now it's warmed up a little bit, and I know someone's going to say, well, you've got a fire, but earlier the fog came in and temperature went doom, and it felt cold. It is cold, but the temperature's picked up a little bit. I don't know how it can work, to be truthful, but it has. Yeah, I'm sat next to a fire, someone's going to say that, but I've been moving around and doing other things. But yeah, the fog, right weird. It's gone now though, I think you can tell. Last time I tried recording, you could see it, you know, like effect going over the camera lens. This one's nice. Oh. This one is really nice. Pasta bolognese. Cooked pasta, wheat, pork, tomatoes, onions, oil, tomato puree, mushrooms, starch, thickness, salt, pepper, sugar. It's really nice. This is definitely out one of the British Army ration packs, this one. Right, so it's time for another meal. Stewed pork with buckwheat mash. I know this might seem every couple of minutes I'm having something to eat, but it's not. There's a little bit of time separating them, by about 5 minutes. This one's that full I can't even. Get the lid to close. It's a bit bigger than the rest, this one is. Right. So I think you can just see the hammock cocoon sparkling. It's starting to freeze. Honestly. See it a bit better there, can't you? Glittering away. Right, so meal number 3. I can't work it out. Oh, there we go, we're upside down. Temperature has dropped again. It might not be dropping, it might not be changing at all. It just feels like now and again you can just feel, you know, the cold again. It smells like mash with cat food in it. Mash and what's that thing called? Pepper. I hope I haven't got too much pepper. But these do smell a bit like cat and dog food. I'm not trying to put you off having them, but it's the truth. But they do taste really nice. So it's time that I climbed into my hammock. Dan's phone is saying it's -4 and I'm starting to feel it a little bit now. I know somebody's going to say give over your baby, -4 is nothing, but for us, like I've already said in video and a few times on my channel, -4, 5, 6, 7 is very rare for us, part of the UK I live in anyway. Sometimes it might get to -2, that's round about it. But we are looking at -5 about 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and I want to be asleep by then. Yeah, I know -4 ain't bad, or -5, but when you're not used to it, it's a bit of a, you know, a bit of a, whoa, this is cold. So I want to get off to sleep now. I didn't have my apple and custard supper thing. Dessert. What did I say that for? I'll have that in the morning for my breakfast. Bit backwards, but doesn't matter really, does it? I'm going to get off to sleep, so I really want to close this hammock and try build some heat up in this cocoon. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the morning. Well, good morning, people. I think you can tell by Dan's tent, we must have had a bit of a snowfall last night. Not much. It said it got down to -5 through the night. My phone was saying -4, so we're going to go with -4. Yeah, you can see, you know, just on Dan's bottom of the tent and ground. You can see an end of my hammock as well. It's just right at the end and up the tree a little bit. Must have been a very fine dusting of the snow. I've just looked on weather app. We're going to get some snow tonight, but I won't be out. Not tonight. England game's on. Lovely warm night in this hammock cocoon and hammock. Felt a little bit claustrophobic at times, so I had to open it up a little bit. Let some cool air in as well, because it did get warm. Plus I'm sleeping in all my clothes as well, so that probably helped keep a lot of my body heating. I'll just wait for Dan to wake up, because my bag's in Dan's tent. Right, well, I'm just going to make some breakfast before we go. I need 200 ml of water, but I'm not sure how I'm really going to measure that. So we'll just give it a mix up, and then we'll see if it needs a little bit more water. Got out rough in the morning. Look at that, old age. Nearly 40 people, nearly 40. I've been looking back on some of my videos, you know, over the last few weeks, and it's like, I seen when I first started this camping to now. You see a good jump in the age look, let's say. I like it, 'cause it's something I can look back on. That was one of the whole ideas of having this channel at the start of it all, so my kids could look back on what I used to get up to. Apple and custard, 9 o'clock in the morning. Fantastic. A dessert in the morning. Getting posh, you see. Well, I'm going to end the video here. If you like what you're seeing, you know, you want to see more of my ugly face, you can press this and subscribe to my channel. I'll let YouTube recommend something up there to you. They'll recommend something for you, and if somebody else is watching to this file, possibly could recommend something for them different. So I'll let YouTube do that. But I'm going to finish my my dessert breakfast. I'm going to get off home. Thanks for watching.